My name's Tony Klink. Own a shop in Auburn, California. We specialize in Subarus.
I'm Kristen Klink. I'm the wife. I do kind of everything behind the scenes. We started from credit cards, loans. That's how we started our business, was through credit cards, and my parents gave us like $20,000. That's how we started. And so we had no experience in business. We had no experience in taxes, accounting. I'm a self-taught bookkeeper through YouTube and books. I was just stressed out. I was overwhelmed. I wanted help, but I didn't know who to ask. And I didn't know where to go financially, and with our, estate planning and all of that. I felt like everything was in my hands, and I was terrified. Our accountant at the time was like, "Oh, you'll be fine. Oh, you'll be fine." And the accountant, then like, "Hey, guess what? You owe $120,000 in 3 weeks."
I knew there had to be another way, and then when you're up against the wall trying to figure it out yourself, you see all these other people doing it, you're like, well, what are we doing? Who do we go to?
So our first phone call was with David, and he had actually, Kevin, I think, was with him. Kevin is our advisor at ARC. Basically just outlined what it looked like. Like, hey, we're going to take care of your passwords. We're going to help with your taxes. We have relationships with accountants. We have a relationship with attorneys. Our job is to make your life easier, take those things off your plate. And I can tell you that I instantly, just hearing that was what they were going to do, the weight of the world came off my shoulders and I could breathe again. The things that I was worrying about constantly, I knew Kevin would take care of. He's come to our house. He's been, he knows our children. He wanted to meet our children. He wants them to know who he is. And if there's ever a problem, they can call him.
He was asking questions that I had never thought of as a human being. I text him, I call him, if I'm going to make a big purchase or I'm going to do something dumb in business, like I call him first. I'm like, hey, what do you think? You got a spreadsheet. I mean, he will make a spreadsheet for a spreadsheet to break down what it's going to be, what it's going to look like. 'Cause I'm not that guy, and having somebody that is that guy has been one of the key things in our business since we started.
Recently, this is kind of a sidebar, but my grandmother passed away and I was in charge of her trust. I was the trustee. And I found out after the fact that it was kind of an invalid trust. It was a mess. But the first person I called, actually Kevin called me the day after she passed and was like, "I'm sorry to hear about that. We're going to walk through this together. And what do you need? I have people here to help you." And he was just there through every step of that. And that in turn got us to get our ducks in a row, right? And so to help us, like, what haven't we done? What do we need to do to make sure that my kids don't have to deal with what I just dealt with my grandmother? I'm
very, as a human, I'm not quick to let people in, and it's more than just numbers. It's more than just that, there's a human connection there. And I think that's what, I picked up on that probably the first couple calls with him, and I could just sense it. It was there. He cared as much as we cared, that's unique in these times. You don't see that all the time.
I have gratitude. I'm not lost. And I feel like I have somebody to call no matter what.
I'm just grateful. It's a real deal for us. And I don't know for other people. I don't know, but I can tell you it's definitely changed our life.